All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another beautiful day inside the shop. You can't really tell it's a beautiful day, but I'm gonna tell you it's a really beautiful day. It's actually supposed to rain today. Doesn't look like it's going to because it's Texas. Now, this video is gonna consist of a bunch of different things. We're gonna do frequently asked questions and basically a year review, even though we're a little past the year. I'm a little late, but hey, it is what it is. So let's get started with that stuff. We'll also get some news and some updates on things and so on and so forth. Now, this is a 2020 Ford F250 Lariat FX4 package with the black trim, black something, sports package, whatever you want to call it. So there's not it's a chrome, actually I take that back. Ford, you dropped the ball. You dropped the ball. Let me show you, actually we'll talk about that as a con with this particular truck. So, this truck is equipped with a 10-speed automatic, 6.7 turbo diesel, power stroke, which is around 1,100 foot-pounds of torque, somewhere in there, a little less, a little more, I don't know, somewhere in there. So this thing is a torque machine. And it's got the FX4 package put on it. We're gonna dig into their other off-road package called the Tremor and tell you why I chose to get the Lariat with the FX4 package versus the Tremor. Ford's gonna hate me for this. That's okay. We'll get back into details. First things first, let's start with the cons with this truck. And I might pop off the screen every once in a while because I'm gonna focus more looking at my beautiful truck than the camera. No offense, y'all beautiful, but I can't physically actually see you guys. So, pretty sure you're all beautiful too, but my Canon M50 camera, it's just not as good looking as this over here. So we're gonna go over here and I'm gonna stare at this and I'm probably gonna do a lot of this by accident. I will apologize for it now. So, the biggest thing I hate about this truck is electronics, sensors and stuff that they put in this damn thing. Some of y'all know that when I first bought this truck, we were having one hell of a time with it. And it turned out that this passenger tire, not this one exact, but the stock ones that came on this truck, had a little bit less PSI than the rest of them, which made the truck sit funny, which told that front camera and I think these side cameras that something is wrong with the truck, and would constantly set up warning signs and warning lights and all, like tell me I need to pull over, take a break. And we fought this for months with the dealership because the dealership didn't know it was a brand new truck. It really just came out when I bought it. And it's just been one problem after another with trying to figure that electrical problem out. That being said, we found out that the tire pressure runs those cameras, which would tell the cameras and stuff that, hey, your truck's not running straight or running right or whatever the, whatever the problem is. You need to go in, pull over, get it fixed, or get some rest, so on and so forth. Because they can't figure out what's going on because the truck's like lightly pulling. So that is a problem. Now, I did learn over time you can actually turn those sensors off, and it will go away. But I wanted to figure out why it was doing that. So they finally did. It was the tire pressure. It took them like an act of God for them to figure it out. Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna try to keep political stuff out of this as much as I can. My shirt says enough. I don't know if y'all can read it. It's gonna be backwards probably anyways. So that was basically the only thing that I really hated about this truck. its size when I off-road and stuff, people are like, well, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. I've taken this in trails. You can, Overland Productions, he can validate for this, because he was shocked on the capability and my driving capability and my truck's riding capability. It was dumb, mind-blowing to him. So, this truck can handle pretty well off-road. Pros: that 10-speed automatic, the V8 diesel, power stroke turbo diesel. The fact that I'm getting, if I do my math right, so my truck's not calibrated, I got the calibrator over here. I was waiting for a company to release theirs, and I don't know if they never did. So I ended up finally buying one. It showed up last week, but I've been slammed with work. I need to rip my dash apart to install it. So future video coming soon on that. But if you do the math correctly, there's a way of figuring it out. I'm getting around 13 to 15 miles to the gallon highway, or my average is that. So it's a mixture of highway and town and city and so on and so forth on 42s. That's amazing. Rebel Outdoors just bought a 2021 Ram 2500, who just put 40s on his. So I can't wait till he gets his builds to a certain extent, so we could do some comparisons in that, which we have talked about doing a comparison video in that scenario, F250 versus the Ram 2500. I feel like that would be a great video. Trying to think. I think that's pretty much it. That's like my biggest thing about this truck I love. The interior is great. It's not over fancy, which kind of is like, I came from a Ram, and Rams are really fancy on the inside. Ford gets it fancy, simple. It's a good interior. It's comfortable, I will say that. I do like my seats in the Ford than I liked my Ram, so I will give Ford that. Chevy and GMC, well, they haven't updated their stuff in God knows how long. That's pretty much it about this truck that I really have to talk about. The payload in this truck, the tow capacity, this thing is a beast. It can tow around 22,000 pounds. Payload's around 4,000 pounds. Payload is what I could fit in the bed. So that's why this truck, it could still spin the 40-inch tires with the rack and everything already on the truck. And the rack's actually sitting right in front of it. I don't know if you guys can partially see it. Yeah, you can see I'm not the best at this pointing thing, but there's actually a tent that I just purchased to replace the CVT that was on top. So we're going to talk about that. We could talk about that in this video too. I got to come up with 15 minutes of worth of content in this video. So the frequently asked questions. Let's jump to that. Why did I pick a Lariat or a Lariat FX4 over a Tremor? Now, y'all know that the Tremor is the new version of off-road vehicle style truck. It's like the Power Wagon kind of package, but you can actually take the Tremor package and put it on any other type of, like a Lariat Platinum, the STXs or whatever they call them, like the base models. You can put it on whatever. It's around $7,000 don't hold me to that, to add all the stuff in. What that's going to give you is a lift kit to run 35s, which I've heard people complain that it's basically a leveling kit. It's not really a lift kit. And you're going to get some steel running boards. You're supposed to, from what I'm told, I haven't really seen a tremor. Sorry, I didn't know if the camera was going. You're supposed to be able to select like terrain and different types and stuff like that. Lockers it's going to come with, so on and so forth. I didn't want to replace all that. If I was going to pay for it, why replace it? Make sense? The only thing I probably wish I would have had, but I probably would have hated them anyways, is the rock sliders. They're basically the same thing that comes on the Raptor. So that being said, I chose the Lariat because why spend the extra money than to rip all that off. I'm running a 6-inch lift on, well, it was 40s, now 42s. I am going to be gearing and locking the truck. I am going to be building rock sliders for it, which we keep talking about, just never really get to it. So again, it comes down to why replace it. Like the whole off-road selection and stuff like that. I'm not sure if the tremor, I need to actually research that, comes with that, but that's what people were telling me why they were choosing it. My truck's going to be built for the way I want to wheel. And one, I don't trust computer to tell me, hey, this is what you need to be in. I rather naturally air down and get set for the terrain, basically the old school way. So, and that's one thing, even when you have those selectors, you're still going to want to disconnect, you're still going to want to air down, you're going to still want to do all those things. So why spend the extra money? Now, we're going to talk about money, so let's talk about it. I get asked how much money is wrapped up in this truck. Well, we've talked about it in the past. I'll do it again in this video. I'm sitting around $300,000 in the truck, counting truck itself. And we all know the truck itself is almost $100,000 by itself. So, yeah, it's an expensive truck. But I have a lot of money wrapped up into the shocks in this truck because they're custom built to fit this truck, to do what I want it to do, to handle the loads that it's going to be doing while I'm off-roading. That's why I chose the Radflow shocks. That's why I'm grateful that Radflow jumped over and wanted to sponsor me on this build. She's expensive. I'm sorry, I still admire. I'm one of those guys, when you walk and you lock your truck, you still turn around and look at your truck and go, she's sexy. So, yes, the other question is, the other amount of money, you think there's about, what, $25,000, $20,000, $30,000 worth of shocks? I can't remember. There's around almost the same in Baja lights. You can't really tell because a lot of them are being taken off, getting ready to be transferred over to the new rack. But yeah. The other questions I get asked, let's see. Why did I choose this over the Ram? Because I came from a Ram. Well, had a bad experience with Chrysler. That was one of the reasons. Two, I wanted to build something that nobody else has physically built up, because this is really the first F250 2020 body style F250 built in an actual off-road overlander. There are a lot of people that just stick a camper on the back, do a small lift and say it's an overlander. It is. I'm not dissing them, I'm not dogging them, but I wanted to go with a more rugged look. Let's get out there. Earth Roamer uses a ton of Fords. Actually, I think a lot of those manufacturers use or those type of RVs use Fords. But I wanted the high clearance more than those campers. I want to be able to go into real remote areas, and I still wanted to use the rooftop tent. So that is why I chose to build this truck. I think that's pretty much about it on the truck. If you guys have any questions about the truck, please go ahead and just write your comments below. And I think that's it. Hey, y'all have a good day. I gotta get back to work. Here, I'll show you guys what I mean. Like, it's been hectic here. So I got a new tent sitting right there. This is the Rome tent that we're gonna do a video on, probably on our trip when it's mounted. Some of you guys know I've been getting into photography a little better. So I've been doing photography shoots, and I'm purposely gonna, heck with it. So we've been trying to do shoots. I just kind of threw all that stuff over there real quick. Y'all might see what's sitting right there. I did a photo shoot with pew pews. Those are airsoft guns for TikTok, or not TikTok, YouTube. So yeah, we got a lot going on. Finally my t-shirts are coming in. Got patches we're gonna be selling soon. Well, they're already up actually. We got some of the products that we're gonna be building down there. Actually, let's go back to the truck. Let's go back to the truck. And put this right here. I think I already know my answer to this. So the new rack, I want to get some accent colors put in it. So here you see I have orange. I was thinking about doing orange again, but I wanted y'all's opinion. What if I did it with this color? This is my new off-road product. One of them that are gonna be coming out here soon. Do you think I should keep it orange? Write your comments below. Oh! I forgot one of the frequently asked questions. Let's go back over here so you guys can see it, because we already know where we're going. Okay. So a frequently asked question I get asked a lot, is there anything I regret doing to the truck? And well, this thing. Now I don't regret it because I feel like my truck does better with it, but it was one hell of a pain in the butt. And it just gives the truck a sinister look. It is the only truck in the United States, in the world, at this body style with this setup this year with the snorkel, and it probably will be the only one. Because we had to go through the subframe, we drilled through the subframe, we had to box the subframe, we had to do all this crazy stuff just to run it. And now we got to change it again because the new rack that's going on, it's going to get in the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, we'll probably cut it right there, take a 90, turn it, and we're just going to put a cyclone filter right here, and call it good. I think it would be a nice little touch, and a nice little modification. We'll put it that way. Well, guys, I got to get back to work. Got a lot going on. So I will see you guys soon. Again, if you guys have any questions about the truck or questions about the channel or anything like that, please comment below. Other videos you'd like to see, please comment below. And I will see you guys soon.